What's poppin'? Hello guys. I just want to make a video today talking about why is it so hard to socialize as a regular 27-year-old living in Miami. Okay, I don't know why this is acting up. But my point being is, okay, I don't even work that much. I work 35 hours a week. I go to school, which does take a lot of my time as well. Let's say those two main things are like my biggest time consumers. I go to the gym. I try to go 4 times a week at least. If I have extra time, I'll go up to 5-6 days. I try to keep myself active, but I find that it's so hard to socialize, especially when you're like on your grind. You're going to work, you're going to school, you're doing your stuff you're supposed to do. It's hard. I remember back when I was in high school, I would like go out almost every day, even if it was like just to like a parking lot to talk to my friends. Now I guess all my friends are doing their own thing. A lot of them I haven't been in that much contact with. That's not true, but in general, because I do keep in contact with them, but they're just more busy than they were before. So I don't know, I guess it's true what they say, that as you age, your social circle gets smaller and smaller. But that's in general. I guess if you really were like focused on that a lot more, maybe you could mitigate that. But me personally, after I had a long-term relationship of about 3 to 4 years, I moved out of what I consider my hometown, which is Miami. I moved to Michigan. I moved to the outside of Detroit. I was there for 3 years max, probably, living with my ex-girlfriend at the time, or my girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend now. And I guess me personally, I lost contact with my friends, which was a huge mistake. Now I realize that now. This was a huge mistake, but it happened. I'm not gonna get into too much detail with that, but it happened. After I came back to Miami, I broke up with my girl. Well, we broke up. It's been so hard for me to like get back in the game of like dating, making friends, and I do talk to people in school. I do talk to people at work, but I don't consider like my work buddies as like friends, like real friends. They're just work people I work with. That's how I see it, at least. And I don't know, I find it really hard to socialize. I find that I really have to try hard to like take myself out, talk to people in general. Like meeting new girls is so hard for me. I guess I have like this huge approach anxiety. I can't get over it. I'm working on that type of stuff, but it's still so hard. And this video is not for like, I don't want to make it all doom and gloom, but this is just my experience at the moment. I've been trying to get better, but not really. I guess I have to, some of the stuff I was thinking to like start making more friends and more connections in general is like, maybe I start like an MMA gym. Maybe I'll start some sort of like dance classes. I've always wanted to learn how to dance. Never gotten really into it. Like those type of events I think will help me a lot. I I go out, once, or I would say 4 times a month, maybe. Like if it's a really good month, maybe like 5-6 times. So I guess I really need to get out there more. One of my big problems is, it's going out is a lot of money, especially here in Miami. So I'm working. Well, I work as a bartender. I work almost every weekend, that's something else that I would say also, like, I don't really go out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is when most of the young people are going out, or most people in general that have a 9 to 5 go out. Since my job is not necessarily 9 to 5, it's like I work from Thursday to Sunday, and I work from 4 p.m. to like 12 a.m., maybe 1 or 2 a.m., depending on the day. But yeah, so that's another challenge that I face. I mean, that's why I'm going to school. It's not that I want to get a 9 to 5, but I do want to get a job that offers me more stability. Like, if I have a 9 to 5, I'll be able to. If I find a job with a degree I do, which is a computer science degree, hopefully I'll have more money in general. I won't be having to bartend to make more money, which I love bartending. It's a very social job. I would say most of my social skills I got from working in the hospitality industry. If it weren't for that, I would be like some weird kid that don't talk to nobody, because I've always been very shy in general. But I would say that, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get more social, but it doesn't change the fact that it's hard. It's hard to keep like a work-life balance, go to the gym, study and try to get better or something, and socialize. I don't think you can do everything at once. Maybe when I'm done with school and I'll have more time to go out and stuff. But I really want to get my degree. This is something that I've struggled with before. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I just told myself that I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it just because of that. I want to keep that promise to myself. When I'm done with that, let's see what happens. For now, I'll try to keep working really hard. Sometimes I get a little lazy. I don't want to work as much. You see a lot of people here in social media telling you, you gotta work 50, 60 hours, and I get that. You gotta work hard, make money, save some money. I understand that part, but you also, I think, keeping yourself socially satisfied, I think it's a good way to put it. Keeping yourself, like, having time for yourself to go out and spend time with family and friends, I think it's important as well. And also a little bit of time for like a hobby that you have. I think that's crucial. If you're working 60 hours but you can't go to the gym, you can't go see your friends once in a while, And I'm not trying to tell you not work 60 hours. I guess I'll leave that for another video. This video is more, I wanted to explore more, the social aspect of my life, see how people out there are doing as well. So, of course, comment, tell me your opinion, what you think. Maybe I'm just talking, out of my ass, but I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know. Thank you.